Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So today is all about Stampin' Up packaging. So I had to do a blog hop and the theme was SU packaging. I sort of said, is that the packaging that SU sell or us making packaging using SU? And they said either. So I thought, let's have a little look at Stampin' Up packaging, because we have there a whole page full of packaging and not everybody is confident with making boxes and things. So I thought I'd do something with the packaging that we sell. Page 136, you can check that out, and there's some packaging in the mini catalogue as well. But I am today going to use these Ombre bags because they've been sat in my drawer for nearly a year. You get 20 of these, so you get, they're all the 5 in colours, so you get four of each. So we're going to use one of these today. I haven't 100% decided on which one, and what we're gonna do, this is my prototype. These are some bags from a few years ago, so I was just trying it out. I saw that my friend Heather from Stamp with Nelly had made a gusseted bag out of one of these. I think it was one of these colours, I can't remember which one. And I saw it and I thought, oh, genius, I love that idea. Anyway, I squirreled it away in my brain. And then when I saw the this blog hop, I thought, oh, I can make one of them bags. Now, being me, I didn't watch the video initially. I just thought, oh yeah, I can work that out. And so I had a little go and worked out a way of making it. Now there's some extra holes there because I changed my mind about the closure. So, but that's what the prototype's for. And then I watched Heather's. So Heather's is different. She's made hers a different size, and her sort of closure area is different. I think hers is taller. But I'll link down below to Heather's. So do go and pop over and have a look at her version as well. Because it's nice to have options, isn't it? So that's what we're going to be making today, but I thought I'd just show you up close and personal some of the other packaging boxes that I've got. So we have these are really useful. You get 10 of these in a pack, and they all come sort of pre-scored. They're quite easy to make up, and I just refold over all the scored edges, and these just fold up and fold in. And what these will do is hold some cards. So if you're like me and you make 600 million cards and you kind of think, I don't know what to do with them, well, you can box them up and give them away as a gift. So that will hold the envelopes as well. Let me just grab some envelopes, and you can put the envelopes in behind. I think it holds like 4 really comfortably. I've put 3 cards in there that actually are quite heavily embellished, but that's just a nice little gift. I've also way back when these first appeared in the catalogue, I actually put, you see, perfect for a C6 envelope. I actually put some chocolate bars in this and made a little wrap. So that's another way of using them. These I adore. These are on clearance, and these are little mini shipping boxes, and you get 8 in the packet, and they're £1.90 at the moment. And I've got my ribbons in them. They're so cute. Just sat there on my desk, a nice little Stampin' Up box, and these are all the ribbons I got that are in the new mini catalogue. I wanted them separate from the others because obviously I got them before they went live, so I just had them sat separately to my other ribbon storage. So that is quite cute. But they are quite nice boxes. I mean, the ribbons stand proud of it. But if you could make, if you've got a Stampin' Up friend and you buy them a little present, and they're a fan, they'd probably love this, like I do. And at £1.90, and you could cover it with other things. So, you know, if you could cover that with DSP and make a pretty box. And they do make up really, really easily. So, like with all the boxes that packaging that we sell, they're all pre-scored. So just fold over the scoring. Fold it in. I am a bit of a sucker for any branding. Just love it. Love Stampin' Up and love the branding. So that goes like that. That goes over like that. That goes like that. And then you've got the top of the box. And like me, I just left it open for me ribbons, but you can of course close it up. And when this was current in the catalogue, we had some washi tape. Can I find it? Yeah, I can. So we had some Stampin' Up washi tape, which is so cute that you could just seal the box up with Stampin' Up washi tape. We don't stock that anymore, but such a cute idea for a little gift. If you are, I mean, as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, like if we do classes or whatever, we sometimes give tabletop gifts, and that's what I was thinking. Such a cute gift to just have in everybody's sort of workplace. So yeah, like that. As I say, you could cover it with DSP and it be used for other things. So nice little bit of craft card there. And the other thing that's on clearance at the moment are these gold mini pizza boxes. You get 8 of them. I'm not sure of the price of this. I'm thinking they're about £2.50. But look, lovely in gold. I bought these and I thought, oh, these would be nice, quick, easy table favours, like at Christmas. Or if you had a golden wedding party that you were preparing for. They're just really quick, easy little boxes. And they're shiny on the inside because they're food safe. So you can put food in them and they'd be okay. So like little cookies, if you made cookies and you were giving them away, they'd be perfect. So and they are, I've got one made up. Like when they originally came out, they were white, and I made one up years and years ago. I dyed it with ink, just re-inkering some alcohol, and it holds our 3x3 envelopes. So you can make, in fact I did it, you can make little 3x3 cards. I loved these so much I couldn't give them away. So that's an old project. So you could make a bunch of cards in there and give them away. And I have done that on occasions. I've made packets of cards and given them away. So that just sits in my envelope drawer there. But these ones are gold. So I just thought I'd show you that to demonstrate the size. We will get into crafting the project in a minute. You could always fast forward through all this waffle. And that folds over like that. And that goes down like that. And that is a really quick, easy gold box. And then I've got lots of, I've got some gold foiling. Matter of fact, this could have been this video, which I did think about. And I could use this paper to decorate, so I might bring that in another video. So I think I'm going to make this one because that's that's like my favourite colour, I think, out of the in colours. That's Fresh Freesia. So we need, I'm just getting my measurements up, because my memory's not that good that I can remember. So what I originally did actually was I didn't do this first step, but we're going to do this first step because it makes it much easier. What you got to do first thing is just trim a little smidge, technical term there, off the end. So just tiny smidge off the end. I didn't do this when I first made it, and I cut the slit after I'd folded it up, so the end, it's not as pretty. So that's when I thought, well, I'll make it again, I'll trim it first. So taking a smidge off the bottom, and then bring in the scoreboard. You could use your trimmer. Okay, so we are going to score. I say my sizes are different than Heather's. Heather makes a different size one, so do check her out. Stamp with Nelly. I'll link down below. So I'm scoring at 3/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to score at 3/4 of an inch at the other side. So both my edges are scored at 3/4 of an inch. And then from the bottom, so this is the top, from the bottom edge, we're going to score at 1.5 inches. Okay. We are going to score at 1.5 inches from this top edge as well. So we may as well do that now, because when I originally did it, I did it after, and it was a little bit more awkward. Okay, so 3/4, 1.5, quite simple. So now we've done that, we are going to give these a bit of a fold and a burnish. It doesn't matter what side you do it, because it's going to be opened up. So I'm just folding and burnishing. Like so. And what's going to happen is these ends are going to do a mountain and a valley at the side, like so. So you've got a little zigzag like that, mountain and a valley. And then on this side, same. So we've got ourselves that sort of shape. This is going to get folded over, so I'm going to fold over and score at this stage, because it is much easier to do. So that is that section there. Okay. So we are going to do some cutting, but I want to do a bit of stamping and embossing on this. I want to add a bit more to the front. So on that section there, I have decorated this with sentimental swirls, and because this bag was already like foiled, that's why I went with the gold foiling. This isn't foiled, but I thought I wanted to do some heat embossing on this, so I've mounted the big swirl, and I thought it would just be quite nice to heat emboss the swirl on this. So that's what we're going to do. Now the way, get the Fresh Freesia. Now I thought I had two thoughts on this, was to do it in white, but then I thought, no, I'm going to do it in Fresh Freesia, because the label's going to be in white, and although I could do the label in Fresh Freesia if I'm honest, I haven't decided. So I thought, no, I want it to be embossed in this colour, and so you can emboss in this colour by using some Versamark and using some clear embossing powder, and that is how you can emboss with this. I finding my embossing powder now. I used to use a Stamparatus when I did this. What I used to do, let's be clear, what I used to do was stamp it once in the colour, clean off the stamp, and then stamp over the top in Versamark. And then somebody came up with this genius, I don't know who it was that I saw, absolutely genius, was that you stamped your colour, I'm just getting a bit of scrap here, stamp your colour in Versamark first, and then go into the colour you want to emboss, and it worked. And because Versamark's not going to transfer any colour onto the ink you're going into, you know, there's no sort of cleaning off in between. So that I thought was a brilliant idea. So I'm just gonna take the ink pad to the stamp because it's quite big. So you have to be fairly quick with this. So there's the Versamark. Now we're going to do Fresh Freesia. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a stamp on there. Love it. And then I'm going to take that up and I'm going to pour some clear embossing powder over it. Get a scrap something. I preferably wanted one that wasn't stuck together. There we go. I didn't get my usual catch-all ready, so I'm hoping I wasn't too slow with that. No, it looks fine. So there we go. That's got embossing powder on it. Pop it back in. There we go, 101 uses for a retired catalogue there. So put that back. I've got a new set of drawers that are right behind me with things that I use frequently, and so it is helping me stay a little bit tidy. There we go. So now my heat gun. So turn your volume down. So that's that done. You see that has heat embossed that, giving a little bit of a shine. So liking that. So now we're going to do a bit of cutting. So what we want to do is we want to cut up each of the four vertical was the word that was running away from my brain there. So up there, up there, there. There. So that's going to be folded back, and so these are going under. Now side flaps, I like to sandwich my flaps. Some people, you know, sort of automatically put them in, put that over, put that over. But then if you look down, you can see that the flaps there. So I like to put this side down first. I'm going to give that a bit of a crease because they've been like folded in different directions, and then put my side flaps, and then put that one down, and then when you look down it's much neater. That's just how I roll. I'm going to take the slightest smidge off these. So they sit slightly better, and we don't see the edges. I could see an edge slightly when I looked down. So taking these off. Right, there we go. It's really thin paper, so you could use something like Stamp and Seal on this, but I'm a Tombow girl. What I like, so just going to put a little bit on there, not too much. A little bit goes a long way. It's very strong, it dries quickly. I put a bit on the edge, on the sides, along the bottom. There we go. And then we can take our bone folder and press that down. Can't find my bone folder. I'll get my other bone folder that has a flat edge and just press down there. So there we go. So now that's going to fold over like so, and I think that's quite pretty. So now we're going to do the closure, so I need to get some dies out ready for that. Okay, so I'm using the stitched triangles, and I did the prototype in white, and I was going to do this in white, and then I thought actually I might do it in fresh freesia. That might look nicer. So went through my little scrap section, found this little scrap, and I'm going to use my, I'm going to snip that off down there. I'm going to use my little mini cut and emboss machine because this is small enough to go in there. And this, good opportunity to let you know that these are currently on 20% off. And we have some selected bundles as well that with dies that go through this machine that are also at 20% off. So it's worth checking out my shop. I do have a blog post about it, letting you know all the bundles that are on 20% off. It's only for March, but I love this machine, and I tend to use this more than I use my big one now. Very small, very portable, and fits easily. Well, mine's on the floor, but you know, fits on the craft desk. Sometimes it's on my craft desk. Cuts beautifully. Look at the state of that plate, still works. I do have a spare one. They're £6.50 for new plates, so they don't cost much to replace. So quite happy with that. So that is going to be the closure, and I just scored it. So I just put that flat edge on my score board and I just scored at 1 inch. So that is going to be the fold over, and then that way I know which area I've got left for stamping on. So I'm just going to fold and burnish that. I really don't know where my, oh, there's my bone folder hiding. There we go. So that is, and what that does is it hides that crease, because obviously that's the back of the bag and it has a crease. So I needed something to go over there. So I think that looks quite nice actually. I think white would have been too stark, because that's not quite white, because it's an ombre effect. Looks pretty at the back. Liking it. So I pulled out of Sentimental Swirl just the little For You. Thought that would work good, and we're going to use the swirl as well in this. So we're going to do the same as we did before. We're going to do a bit in Versamark and then a bit in the colour and heat emboss. So I do need to clean this because it's going to go back in Versamark, and I don't want my Versamark to be turned fresh freezer really. There we go, that's nice and clean. I did clean that, didn't I? Yeah, super. So I think I did the For You first, so then I knew where the swirl would go. Just put my finger in ink. Right, so there we are, in Versamark, in the colour, put that straight. There we go, For You. And then just doing the top edge, and then I can see through where I can put this, so you still see the sentiment. And then very quickly I need to get my embossing powder, which I'm sure I didn't put away. Oh, I'm sure I did. I did. Hoping this isn't dried too much now. No. We're all right. I think I saved it. There we go. So then that just needs heating up. And that's that done. So put your little gift in, whatever it is you want to give, and then we can fasten this. So I'm going to just put a little clip on it to hold it in place whilst I do my hole punch in. There we go. So just stick that in there. I want it right down. I want to eyeball it for the centre. That'll do. And then I'm going to do 2 little holes like I've done there, so that I can put a ribbon through. I'm going to use fresh freezer, excuse me, reaching across. Oh, should just have enough of that. End of the roll, look. End of the roll. So hopefully I've got enough. Take that sticky off, because I might actually need it. Might need that end. So crocodile, any hole punch that you might have will work for this. I've got this set at 1/4 inch. Do I want to go down that far? Yeah, I do. So I'm just going, I'm using the smaller hole here, the 1/8 of an inch. Is it an 1/8? I think it might be. Yeah, I think we've got an 1/8 and 3/8, haven't we? It's written on there somewhere. So then we're just going to feed this through the holes. I didn't want a really massive hole, but I'm going to poke it in so I can pull it out. There we go. Put it around the back side. Poke it through. There we are. And I have the bow sort of tied it on the side as opposed to in the middle. Although I don't suppose it matters actually. I just thought it looked a little bit more quirky on the side. So I want my ribbon, my bow to fall that way, so I need to tighten the knot that way. And I think I'm actually going to be all right, so I might actually rearrange these lengths because I don't want to cut too much ribbon off. If this is my last bit, I might be able to keep enough ribbon off this for another card, because I imagine this ribbon's going to retire. Yeah, might make it a smaller bow. Yeah, and I'm going to take the ends off, so I could make that about 6 inches smaller. So I'm just going to redo the bow, but I won't bore you with it. So yeah, done it again. I managed to salvage that much. It's not that much useful really, is it? But I could probably, I might use it on something. I might, if I found myself that I needed that much ribbon and I'd wasted it, I'd be kicking myself. So there we have it. That's my little gusseted gift bag. That was my prototype with the extra holes at no extra cost. So yeah, hope you like that. So I was inspired by my friend Heather, Stamp with Nellie. I'll link hers down below so you can go and check out what she has made. But yeah, just a way of taking a flat bag and creating a 3D bag. Nice, sort of quick and easy, and you can decorate it any way that you want. So yeah, all the links down below to everything that I've used if you wish to purchase anything. Don't forget to check out those 20% offers that are on this month. And yeah, I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.